Hello you all, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and as well Leo Rising weekly general tarot reading April 5th up until April 11th 2021. And should you find interested into a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So moving to the Leo reading here, the first card that you do guys have of the spread, that is going to be the Page of Swords, followed by the Eight of Cups. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Nine of Swords. And the last one that we do have, that is going to be the Lover's card. So those 5 cards here. And this week truly is gonna open your mind. And a big, how can I say, a big finger into it is gonna have this person, which is the Page of Swords. So that could be somebody you know, or somebody that will be brand new stepping in. Both of these how can I say, unfoldments could be true. And what that person is, these are individuals with a very open mind, open to a point that it's very difficult for others to understand them. They do present themselves with a very original thought, and for one or another reason, that thought is going to, or that idea, or the way they think in general is going to attach itself to what you are going through, or is going to touch it in one or another way, to a point, and we're going to see that into our next card, to a point that you are going to start seeing more deeper into your endeavors than you would usually are. And that is attached to the, how can I say, to the situation. When somebody from a side tells you how they see things, you start seeing the things yourself in a little bit of a different way, in a little bit of a different angle. And this original thought that the page is going to present will appear for you to be quite of an unexpected help. It's going to give you a lot of answers, and as well is going to present you with ways to push through, if I may express myself that way, into positions that beforehand they were kind of like unavailable. They were like how can I say, fortified with walls for you. And the other thing that these original thoughts that you are going to hear are going to do for you is going to make you clean your environment. That is also an expression, I don't know how to express it in another way, but to clean your environment, what I mean is that through the speech and the thoughts of the Page of Swords, you're going to start questioning people that are around you, and your questions are going to be pretty valid, and that may put you in a situation where you have to sever certain connections that you are to see that they are very unbeneficial for you. You have nothing to gain, only to lose from these connections. And that will lead you, Leo, into the Eight of Cups energy after that. This is the energy, it's a pretty good one, although you may see that the card is rather very dark. With the Eight of Cups, one realizes that they are in a situation, fortunate or misfortunate regardless, that they have led themselves into. And should that situation be unfortunate for you or misfortunate for you, that ain't the end of the world. You will realize that this ain't the end of the world, and trying to relive it every day, trying to recapture yesterday, will only gonna make you lose tomorrow. And for that reason, instead of trying to fix the unfixable, build again the broken, if I may say it that way. You instead are going to focus on the new, on the more positive perspectives that are waiting you behind the corner or into the future, a perspectives that this person's individual thought or original, thought showed you that you can accomplish. So to me, the Page of Swords, it's a person who pushes you with their mind and pretty much shows you what you are capable of, and it puts you the question in front of yourself why you are bothering with all these shenanigans you are surrounding yourself with, why you are settling for so low, for so little, when you can go for so much more. And right after you allow that fresh breeze to come into your life, completely turning your back to these unfortunate situations that I said, then life opens with the Wheel of Fortune, as the Wheel of Fortune always stands for amazing amounts of luck. And that was, by the way, confirmed to me a week ago. Once again, we had one reading. The questioner asked about, it doesn't matter, they asked about, are they gonna have luck this evening? Well, I want to be at their standing right now, because the feedback I get from it was pretty much amazing. But the Wheel of Fortune stands for a big amount of luck, and that is just scratching on the surface. Once you turn your back on the misfortunate or unfortunate statuses, situations, or in generally, how can I say, circumstances, then, for example, your work will start to excel. You are going to start taking purchase order after purchase order after purchase order. As well, your love life is going to excel. More activities, more people to date with in general, and more options available. The Wheel of Fortune stands for this state of life where you actually can make once in a lifetime change that is going to reshape your life into something much better. And that comes from, like I said, the original thought of the Page of Swords, something that you needed to hear, right? That was a thing you very well knew, but you just needed to hear it from somebody else. And right after this live opening for you, I am pretty sad to see this card here, because I am way much like this, and that will be the Nine of Swords. And right after the live opens, and you do have your opportunity to reshape your life, to make it much better than before, the Nine of Swords here starts to take place as second guessing. Why? Because you, my friends, may start being afraid of for two reasons. One of the two is going to be true for either of you. One is person being afraid of the consequences of their actions, starts presuming that the worst is to follow, which may never do. That is just what your mind plays games with you. And by the way, I can accolade you for such a standpoint. That only speaks how responsible you are, which is the thing that you can only be proud of. But at the end of the day, if you don't try, you can never, how can I say, you can never excel. So presuming that things are going to take a wrong turn or a bad turn is just, it cannot be, just that presumption cannot be a reason for you not to try it out. Okay, so do not allow the fear of negative or poignant circumstances or consequences, to stop you being happy and being successful. Because for what it seems here, up until this point, things may have not worked out very well for you, but from this point moving forward, with this original thought that pretty much pushed you forward, things are going to get far better. And just the presumption that they may turn bad should, like I said, not be a prerequisite to stop you trying it out. The other way how the Nine of Swords could play out is by you being afraid that you are going to lose it one day, and not wanting to have it with the presumption that you are going to lose it. Okay, not wanting to involve yourself into a very good relationship, being afraid that one day you're going to lose it and that will pretty much break you down. Again, just a presumption should not be a prerequisite not to try it out. Don't try it out aggressively just so you can see, how things are unfolding, but not allowing it to happen. It's simply, I don't know, from fear. Nobody should do that. That's just my point. But whatever you are finding yourself to be petrified of doing from fear towards the end of the week, don't, guys. It's just into your mind. It's not into the material world. And right after that, at the end, we do have the Lover's card. This is how you end up the week. And that card tells me that you have overcame the fear of the Nine of Swords. What could happen if, all right? And as much as the Lovers speaks about a choice, at the end, that takes like a back seat here. The Lovers pretty much in this particular position shows that you are going to end up the week in a severe harmony with the world around you. Harmony into your relationship, harmony into your career, harmony with the people you are interacting, people you are dating, and also with the Lovers, many of your concerns that you do have with the Nine of Swords there, your fears, they're just gonna lose soil. They're gonna lose ground under their feet and pretty much are gonna drop off. It's as simple as that. And as far as the choice is concerned with the Lovers card, Leo, the choice of the Lovers, it's very neutral. What I mean is that there is no right or wrong decision here. You pretty much gonna stand in front of choices. Okay, I gotta do this, but I want to do that. Whichever way you decide is gonna work equally for you. So it's all about a personal preference. The only condition is not to neglect it. Do not deny that choice taking or decision making. Now, of course, the Lovers is very exciting card for some. They say, oh my God, that is the true love. That could be true, right? The true love may come about. It forms very difficult though, because true love is not this deprived from problems kind of love. True love is when the love doesn't make sense and it's still there. Which love doesn't make sense? When you start getting attracted and start loving a person you are not supposed to. It goes against all of your criteria, and yet you love them. And this is where, the love and the personal criteria or personal concepts clash. Which one is going to win? Again, entirely based on your personal situation. But if that card marks for you, Leo, the introduction of the true love, prepare yourself for some, I can't say tough, but more like interesting times for you. It will seem frightening at the start. Whatever you do not pull yourself away from it, because it will be pretty much, it will look like a miracle when it happens. So that being said, Leo, that was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, for a 5th to 11th of April 2021. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we're gonna see each other next time. Until then, bye.